When is this coming out?
Christmas.
Oh, good. It'll be
Christmas Day.
full of Christmas cheer. Merry Christmas. I euthanized my dog yesterday. I think that's how we're going to start the episode. So let me know when we're recording.
It's already, no, we're leaving all that in because you're not going to be able to recreate that naturally.
No, we can.
We're already recording. Welcome to the good guys. Merry Christmas. Ben killed his dog.
Yeah, thanks. In Jesus' name, I sent my son to Jesus. So I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. It's better than mine, and you can all go fuck yourself.
Wow, this is really the most Jewish thing of you to do is sabotage the cheer of Merry Christmas.
The most Jewish thing of us to do is to ruin Christmas by talking about dead dogs. You're 100% right. And I was going to say, I saw that we're currently recording during Hanukkah, and I saw that you posted first night of Hanukkah, gorgeous menorah, and all of a sudden flooded under your comments, anti-Semitism. And all I want to say is this is the problem. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I just want to say everybody says that what's going on in Israel has nothing to do with the Jews here. And all I want to say is then why, when Josh Peck posts a lovely photo of his menorah, is it met with Free Palestine? Those are completely different things. Merry Christmas.
I don't want to move on from the wonderful Theo and honoring his memory. And if I may, please. Will you tell me, Ben, I want to be respectful. Do you want to talk about it? Would you rather just move on?
No,
He's your son.
I'm so happy to talk about it. I just want to let the people know we don't always talk about the dates of things, but because our lovely team is off for the holidays, we're obviously not recording the week of Christmas. This is pre-recorded. This is December 8th. My son Theo yesterday passed away, and so that is why it's fresh. And just for other listeners that maybe don't know me that well, Theo is my dog. I said my son, and I want to be very clear. I don't have a human son. He didn't pass away. So my furry son, he felt like my son, but hearing that would be incredibly jarring. You're probably like, what the fuck are you doing here, asshole dad? But yeah, it was yesterday. So yes, ask any questions. We'll try to keep it chipper. I have so many what are you nutses just about the entire situation of putting a dog down and all of it, and but ask me anything.
May to honor our wonderful furry friend, may I do a prayer?
Please, yes, please.
Because I've always wanted to be a cantor, which for anyone who doesn't know is in Judaism, he's the rabbi who actually sings the prayers. And I haven't sang this prayer since my bar mitzvah, and it has nothing to do with death, but it's the only one I know. Ready?
Ready.
Baruch et Adonai Hamruch, Baruch et Adonai Hamruch li'olam voed, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato, Baruch atah Adonai noten Theo.
Amen. That was gorgeous, and you have cancer energy in you. I'm not gonna lie to you, Josh. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to one up you. I'm just letting you know we could be cantors.
That's gonna be our next merch.
Oh
Big
my
cancer
God.
energy.
Cancer energy. I loved it. Theo loved it. Just quick synopsis. Theo was 6. We found terminal cancer out of nowhere. It fucking sucks. And we loved him endlessly, and he was very important to us. So definitely sad. But what I will say is there are two very what are you nuts-esque stories that I wanted to tell about this. So the first is, for anybody that's had to put a dog down, it is just a horrendous activity, because ultimately you're doing what's in the best interest of the pet, because they are in terrible pain. Any longer that you prolong their life, you're doing it selfishly for yourself. And when you know, and we knew, absolutely. It was a terrible night, terrible string of 3 weeks, and we absolutely knew that another day was just another day of pain for him. But when you are going to do it, they come and they give you a brochure. And the brochure lists out all of the different steps post-euthanasia to do away with your dog. So of course, first we called our rabbi. We're like, Rabbi, what do we do here? Right? Like Jews, you can't cremate Jews. Like that's a thing. You can't. We said, but that's like the popular thing to do with animals, because where the hell am I going to bury him? Central Park? Like I don't have a park. I'm sorry. I'm not like you with all your fancy. Oh, actually, you could do the beach. The beach would be a nice thing to do, even though imagine somebody's digging up and all of a sudden they find a dead dog.
Fucking nuts. That's the ultimate. What are you nuts? Oh, July 4th with Timmy and his family. Mom, this is so.
So true. Disgusting. They listed out individual cremation, okay? Where you get an urn back. I'm sorry. I don't want an urn. I don't want my dog's ashes. What am I going to do with that? Next, group cremation. It's interesting. We don't know where the ashes go. Group cremation. The last one, private burial. Pet cemetery.
Right.
What are you, nuts? Pet cemetery? I'm sorry. I think that the entire thing is absolutely insane. The idea of a pet cemetery, I heard it. It struck a chord with me. I was just like, what in the world is this? Where is it? When are you going to visit? How is this? Like, I could not wrap my head around it. So we did the group cremation. Spoiler alert. So Theo went with, I hope 20 of his friends.
Went for the value option.
We did. Absolutely. Yeah. It's so funny. It's like $25,000 to keep your dog alive, $300 to kill him.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Next.
Merry Christmas.
Next, just quick story. I go to text our breeder. I'm like, hey, Theo got a 1 in a million tumor. How do you feel about that? And he goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've never heard of anything like that. I'll give you half off a new dog. What are you, nuts? This is my time of need. You're trying to make a quick sale? I don't want your half price dog. I want to pay double for a dog that's not going to get terminal cancer. How about that?
First of all, the theme of everything you're saying right now is upsell. Sounds like your vet was upselling you. Your breeder's upselling you. And I would say, Ben, maybe you should learn your lesson.
Purebred or die. Purebred or die.
But that's why they get weird butt tumors.
You're so right, man. You're so right. But they're so gorgeous.
This is why I'm attracted to Shiksas, baby. Because my genes want to live. They want to mix with some beautiful Irish German blood and make beautiful almond-eyed kids. Shout out Max and Shy.
It's true. It's true. Hopefully your kids won't have horns like mine. Merry Christmas.
No, they have knock knees and depression. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God.
Wrapping the bow on the Theo story. Theo was very important to me. Loved him very much. He'll be forever missed. And if you do have a pet that you love, then you get it. And love yours extra and hug them extra tight. Extra tight.
God bless you, Theo. This episode dedicated to Big Theo. Theodore. Was he Theodore?
He was Theo. Theo.
Really?
Just Theo.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Seems like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it's true. Theodore's a really nice name. Speaking of Theodore, you know what tomorrow is? Because today is December 8th.
What?
SantaCon.
In New York.
Yeah.
Now, what is SantaCon?
SantaCon is where a bunch of fratty Jews dress up as Santa Claus and go to clubs.
But isn't it a proper con at the Jacob Javits Center?
Oh, that I didn't know. All I know is that you walk the streets of New York and you are literally being shouldered. It's funny, I said Jews, but they're literally linebackers just dressed as Santa Claus, getting belligerently drunk and ruining everyone's day. And I was in a taxi coming here and they said the Metro North you can't drink alcohol on the Metro North tomorrow. And I thought to myself, you can drink alcohol on the train?
Well, you can drink alcohol anywhere as long as you're inventive.
That's true. That's true. I just thought like open carry. Is that what you call it, or is that for a gun?
No, you got to put it in the paper bag. But
the paper bag.
Really.
The paper bag. Yeah.
Yeah, there's in New York they have those fools who are making they're like pirate drinks, right? So they'll be in the park and they'll have a bunch of high C and pop off and they'll mix it together and be like, this is called the tsunami sling, enjoy. like 10 minutes till you black out.
Yep, you're gone. You're gone.
There's no FDA compliance with some guy named Rick selling you sayonara slings in Central Park.
Sayonara slings. Do you guys do SantaCon in LA?
No, that sounds fucking loserish.
Not more loserish than LA.
I've been holding back videos. I make videos with these stunning sunsets in our 70-degree weather, and I've been holding them back, sending them to you just because I know you're grieving. But you got like 3 more days of grief and sitting Shiva, and I'm just gonna bombard you with how stunning it is right now.
Just send them to me. I want to feel bad. I want to feel terrible.
Ugh. You're cute though. Let me tell you, like depressed Ben's kind of cute.
Yeah, I think I deal with trauma well. I think I do.
Did you guys? And this is an indelicate question that you can feel free not to answer. Did you and the wonderful Turdy Lou have like a trauma bonding canoodle sesh after all this happened to like get your mind off things?
I tried to. I thought it would be great. I was all in last night. I was like, this is going to make us feel so much better. And she's like, are you fucking nuts? I'm grieving. So I think people grieve in different ways. Like I was ready for like that passionate movie sex, like that like big time moment. Like, yeah, he's dead, but we're alive and we're going to make ourselves feel alive. And it didn't happen for me. So I did what I had to do and I went to bed.
Today's episode of Good Guys is brought to you by HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Look, if you've never done a meal kit before, whatever reticence or objection you may have had to it, you're nuts. Because what's it going to do? It's going to save you time, money, stress. I'm telling you, you need to give it a shot, especially with the new year coming up. Whether your resolution is to save money, eat better, or stress less, HelloFresh is here to help you do all 3. Now, it's going to come right to your door, and the HelloFresh box is packed with farm fresh ingredients, and they're pre-portioned right, perfectly. So the moment it comes out of the box, it's going in the pan, boom. There's no wasted food, which I don't know about you, I always feel terrible about. And you can add items that, fit your lifestyle. They've got snacks, breakfast options. My kid loves the snacks, and my younger son, Shai, he's not there yet, but he will be. And you can even get 15-minute recipes that are designed to help minimize mealtime stress. So go to HelloFresh.com/GoodGuysFree. Use code GoodGuysFree for free breakfast for life. 1 breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/GoodGuysFree with code GoodGuysFree. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. If you love Good Guys, you love Hero Bread. Hero Bread loves Good Guys, and the Good Guys, we love that Hero Bread because Hero Bread has cracked the code on bread. We've always loved bread throughout the years. I don't know if you're like me, you felt a guilt, or at the very least, you were just like, damn, this is so delicious, and yet I feel like maybe it's empty calories. Well, not with Hero Bread, because it has 0 to 1 grams of net carbs, 0 grams sugar, and is high in fiber. Basically, you're getting something that is delicious, nutritious, and it tastes like bread. So much so that my son, Max, who I consider a prodigy, can't tell the difference. And I don't know if that's a bad sign or it just means Hero Bread's really good. I think it's Hero Bread's really good. And their new heart healthy recipe for Hero Bread has olive oil for an added boost of healthy fats. Now, whether you want to do buns, wraps, something, I've had their croissants are delish, whatever you need. Obviously the straight sliced bread, it's all good. And you can be taken care of completely by Hero Bread. I'm telling you, it's fluffy, delish, mouth-watering. My son, he loves a French toast. He loves like a little breakfast burrito thing. And yeah, what can I say? That's Hero Bread for you. So Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order of their new recipe. Go to hero.co and use code GOODGUYS at checkout. That's GOODGUYS at HERO.co. I have a similarly depressing sex story. I recently was getting on a late night flight to Pittsburgh to go speak at the University of Pittsburgh. Shout out.
Boo! We're going to have to talk about it. I'm sorry.
We are?
We should. No, not your speaking engagement. Oh, was UPenn not a part of the Ivy League schools? Okay, they were.
Penn I did a month ago, but we can talk about that.
Okay, but were they a part of the...
No, Pitt's different. Pitt's not the Ivy League. The congressional hearing. With
yes, wasn't a part of it. Sorry, I take back the boo. We love you, Pitt. We love you.
Yeah. No, we don't love Penn. We love Pitt.
We love Pitt. Didn't you say Penn?
No, I said Pitt. University of Pittsburgh.
1,000%?
Pretty sure, because I said University of Pittsburgh, and otherwise I would have said Penn.
Understood. Okay. Well, yay! Go Pitt.
So I'm on my way to the beautiful University of Pittsburgh, and I'm taking a late night flight to go hunt and forage for my family, because that's just my job. That's what I do. I'm the provider. And so it's late. I'm going to get on a midnight flight to who knows where. I believe a small town called Atlanta. I don't know. And I'm talking to my wife, and we're doing a bit of snuggling and kissing before I go. And I can just tell she's not into it. And she can tell that I am. Mm-hmm. Now, I think this would be a wonderful parting gift. Now, true, I'll be home in 36 hours, and I'm going to spend most of my time at a Marriott Fairfield Inn with free breakfast and Wi-Fi. But nevertheless, she could send me off, showing me that she, I don't know, it's starting to sound weird. Anyway, so as I'm about to walk into battle, I just I was slightly like, hey, we could, to which she says, if you really need this right now, we can do it. And I said, I'm going to get going. And I called the Uber and left. It was maybe the saddest response of me trying to canoodle with my wife. I was like, please, there's nothing about this that sounds good anymore.
Shot to the heart, and you're to blame.
That was that was like a fatality in Mortal Kombat. If you need this.
No. Like, absolutely the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
And it was so perfectly executed, because it wasn't like I could be like, I feel rejected.
I was going to say, it's actually a really clever response. I really do appreciate it, because she's telling you that she would have done it for you. But because you know that her heart's not in it, you don't want it. So it's a win-win for her. Win-win. Genius. Genius.
So genius. I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I know you just went on BFFs. I wanted to ask you, how was Dave Portnoy? Did you guys chat? And did you see what he just did? I think Dave, like out of nowhere, him posting the congressional hearing of the Ivy League top dogs being incredibly anti-Semitic went completely viral, which is exactly what we needed. We need more virality. We have no virality. So I wanted to talk about that. But you were recently on their podcast, weren't you?
Yeah, I was recently on BFFs. Apparently under, odd circumstance, because Dave had no idea that I was going to be on. And I think Dave being a little mean is his love language. But nevertheless, I had I love being on BFFs. And, Dave Portnoy is in a very specific position, because there's this great line where someone said, what good is fuck you money if you never say fuck you? And
I like that.
Dave's got a lot of money. He's done really well. And he's made it a habit to quickly cut problems off at the pass and go public, explain his side. He's very good at explaining exactly where he's coming from. He seems like he always brings receipts. And so in this specific instance, which all of us were reacting to either privately or over text or between you and I, Ben, where we were saying this is insane, that he had the guts to go and make it public and explain how insane it was. I got to give him credit.
Me too. I was proud. Weirdly, I don't think I knew that he was Jewish, which maybe I somehow missed that. Yeah, I don't think I knew. He does a really good job of hiding it.
Not as good as Paul Rudd.
No, not as good as Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
I'm not going down this rabbit hole. I'm not. I'm not going there. I'm not doing it. But yes, I was very proud.
Can you name all the Ivy League schools?
Let's try Yale.
Yeah. Nice.
Harvard. Penn. Dartmouth. Cornell.
Nice. Bless.
Brown.
Nice.
I'm sure I'm missing some real obvious ones, right?
There's one in the city in which you live.
Columbia.
Yes.
Do you know of any more anywhere?
There's one. There's one in the Garden State.
Princeton.
I think that's it.
Yeah. And then there are a bunch of like these like schools that say, we're the sister school of the Ivy. Like, sorry, Vassar, you're not.
Yeah.
Like the way that Vassar and all those schools like try to cling on, we're sort of an Ivy, sister school. No, you're not. You're just a worse school. But now maybe you're better. You know what? Maybe you're better. Actually, being the sister of an anti-Semite still makes you an anti-Semite. So I ditched the sister school thing and just go to Yeshiva University like me. I'd say go to NYU, but there's rampant anti-Semitism there too. Where do we send our kids? Where do we send them?
All I'll say is this. I agree with you completely. But if and when I need to go see a doctor, I'm going to pick someone from Harvard and not someone from LA Valley College. So sue me.
The medical school and the regular school, the undergrad, totally different. I'm separating them. Ivy League medical, Ivy League law, still down for sure. Undergrad, kiss my ass.
This is going to be a fun one to edit, Ben.
I'm sorry. Is it too much?
No, I don't know.
I'm just on edge. It is.
No,
what it
I
is.
love it.
I'm just
Babe, I
fired
love it.
up.
Well, listen, as we know it, it's Christmas time right now. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Because there's no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. No, that's not it. But like, I love Christmas music. I love it.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
I love it. What does Michael Bublé sing? What's his classic song? Or is that it?
I don't know,
Let
but
us
he
know?
commented on my Hanukkah post and said, Happy Hanukkah. So shout out the boobs. Come on the pod, boobs.
We need you, boobs. Come on,
We want
booby.
you, boobs. You know what I heard? I shot a show in Vancouver, Canada, and I would drive by Michael Bublé's house all the time, and everyone would say about Boobs, they'd be like, Boobs lives here, and I'm like, clearly. They're like, you know what he has behind his house? I'm like, what? They're like, an ice skating rink. I'm like, Boobs has an indoor. That's the most Canadian shit I've ever heard.
That's sick. Nobody
Sick.
ever talks about the fact that that's such an insane last name. Bublé.
Bublé.
I love it.
It sounds French Canadian. Maca Bublé.
Yeah, true. French Canadian.
You want some poutine, Maca Bublé?
Bublé.
Bonjour.
It's nice. What's your favorite
Bienvenue.
Christmas song?
I think Bienvenue is German. Yeah, I think Willkommen, Bienvenue, welcome.
It's so funny. Claudia loves, like from the day I met her, obsessed with Christmas. Obsessed. Like her and her sisters, even though again, like very, very devout Jews, but like they loved like the Rockettes and like it's basically the story of Christmas. And it's just like such a beautiful time of year in New York. I don't know if it's the same elsewhere because I'm rarely elsewhere for Christmas, like in a city. But the city just makes it feel like Christmas is everybody's holiday. I can't explain it. Like what they do to the storefronts, what they do with the tree. It's just like a beautiful, happy, fun. It's the holidays in general. It feels more inclusive than I think it is.
Christmas is great. I actually have some fun Christmas facts because why not? And I don't know if you know these, but why not? Okay, first one. The Grinch is the highest grossing Christmas film of all time.
Wow, I did not know that.
And did you know that the first Rockefeller Center Christmas tree was actually small?
Makes sense. What'd Marshall say?
He was like, wow.
I mean, that was a terrible fact. But a fact, nevertheless.
And did you know why we kiss under the mistletoe?
Because we're horny?
Because we're all creeps. Well, I imagine we'll get to that fact, but I actually just lost it. Anyway.
The idea of a mistletoe is so creepy. At
So
least the way that
creepy.
they portray it in movies. Like there's like this creepy guy and he's talking to a girl that clearly wants nothing to do with him. And all of a sudden he pulls out a pocket mistletoe, puts it over their head and peer pressures her. Like mistletoes are weird.
Look, I love Nutrafol because having anxiety about hair loss and fear and frustration, it's something that plagues all of us, but we just don't talk about it. And thinning hair, it happens to approximately, are you ready for this? 1 in 2 women. Yes, I know you weren't expecting that, but if you're among them, you're not alone. Thinning's normal, and Nutrafol helps women address it from within with science-backed supplements. That's what I love about Nutrafol. There's so many supplements, it can be overwhelming, but when there's real science behind it, I feel so much more confident. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, clinically shown to improve visible thickness and strength. I love going to the dermatologist. Don't you love when they do the full body freckle check and you're like, I think I'm gonna have a small meltdown, but then you get through it and you're pleased. Anyway, enough about me. Nutrafol, it supports healthy hair growth, right? With targeting root causes. Maybe it's stress, maybe it's hormones, maybe it's environment. But Nutrafol is going to help you figure out what exactly that is for you to get down to, forgive me, the root of it. And then it's going to help you make it so much better. And it now comes in a vegan formula if you're vegan like my wife. But the best part is that you're going to take your first step to visibly thicker, healthier hair. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code GOODGUYS. Find out why over 4,000 healthcare professionals recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code Good Guys. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code Good Guys. Did you know that an estimated 85% of American kids believe in Santa Claus?
How many?
85%.
Wow. That's absolutely insane. How old are they? Does it say?
16. No. The average age when children stop believing is 8.
I guess that's fair. 8's fine. Does Max believe in Santa? Does he know Santa?
Yeah, he's 4. He's in.
Yeah. He's in.
Yeah, dude, he's in. I mean, we did Hanukkah last night and I got him a gift and it was lovely, but I was like, isn't this fun? And like, you can see it in his eyes and he's like, I'm doing this for you, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely not as fun. It's not as fun. I think the only way to make it fun is really expensive. Because the way to make it fun is to let him know that he gets presents for 8 straight days.
Which never happens.
No, but that's the way to make it fun and incredibly materialistic. And that's the only way to compete with Christmas.
The only time that I would like, when we had money growing up, like my mom got me a Nintendo 64 once and it was great. But then like day 2 was like, and this is the power cord. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Here's a single AA.
Yeah. She's like, and this is like a memory card. And I'm like, the thing doesn't work without the memory card. She's like, wow. I was like, no games, huh? She's like, wait for night 7.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I actually got Claudia a retro Nintendo for Hanukkah. That we plugged in. She loves Mario, loves it. And it's actually been the #1 grieving tool for like when she thinks about Theo, she literally turns on Mario and is playing Mario. Loves it. Highly recommend getting it. Plug it in. They have it with an HDMI now. You have to buy a separate wireless remote. It's fantastic.
Well, did you know that the Friday and Saturday before Christmas are the busiest shopping days of the year?
I didn't.
A lot of unprepared folks.
I didn't, but that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Going to be a terrible gift, but makes sense.
Terrible. And that, let's see. Oh, okay. The popular kissing tradition may have its roots in Norse mythology. The History Channel reports that Frigg, the goddess of love, promised to kiss anyone who passed under the berry-laden plant after it saved her son's life. It wasn't until the 18th century, however, that the Christmas custom picked up steam in England. So,
Creeps.
it would be someone named Frigg who would be down with unwanted sexual advances.
It's not Frigg's fault. Frigg was named Frigg.
Do you like eggnog?
It's fine. You?
All right.
I think you clearly love it.
I take it back. Jeez.
You love eggnog?
I like seasonal things for the time in which they are seasonal. Taking out pumpkin spice because it's literally 4 months out of the. I mean, it's September 1st to January 1st, it's a third of the year. That's wild. But like eggnog gets served for 2 weeks a year, and I think it can be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm not like I'm not huge into the eggnog.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
So
All right. We all make choices. Wow. So right now, because we are recording this 2 weeks early, you are currently in Utah. It's Christmas Day. You're with the mishpucha, also known as the family.
yes.
I am with my beautiful Gentile family.
Yes.
What are you doing in the hills of Utah right now with your big Jewish clan? Some might call it a cabal.
Some make, yes. What are we doing on Christmas Day? We are probably drinking some hot cocoa, loading up that fire, getting nice and toasty, maybe going skiing later in the day, playing some board games. We rent a house and it's just like I'm definitely cooking something. I don't know what I'm making.
No Chinese food?
I don't know where you'd order from in Utah. I don't think the Mormon make Chinese.
It wouldn't be great.
Yeah, no, I don't think
doubt it'd be great.
There can't be good Chinese food in Utah. In Utah, they can't. It's impossible. Yeah. It's impossible. Yeah. But when I used to be in the city, like back in the day, when I used to be in the city for Christmas, big Atlantic City. That was what we did on Christmas, and Chinese food. That's what the Jews in the city do. If they're not going somewhere, they're going to AC. If you go to AC, you'll find plenty of Jews all over the blackjack tables. I don't know why, but it's
your
a fact.
Jews are going to AC. My Jews are going to the AMC to see whatever holiday movie is playing at the AMC Regal 42nd Street.
That sounds nice.
Yeah,
I like that.
Then we're gonna go get like mushu chicken with the nice pancakes and the plum sauce. Hoisin, perhaps hoisin.
Hoisin's such an underrated sauce.
It's so thick and plum-like.
So thick and plum-like and juicy and delicious. And it's actually one of the only sauces I know where truly a little goes a long way.
I would agree.
Most sauces, you could douse anything in it. I can never get enough sauce. Never. If you douse something in hoisin, you're in trouble.
Yeah, it's a strong, pungent kick to the face.
What are you doing on Christmas with your gorgeous Gentile family?
We're going to be opening up presents. Shout out Stacy, my mother-in-law. She's definitely making a breakfast casserole, which is basically just bread, eggs, and sausage baked with cheese and cream.
Wow.
Heavenly. You break that thing open. I get the corner sides. Obviously, it's the crispiest. And then you're popping guac on there. You're throwing some salsa. I'm having a coffee, double cream, double sugar, and I'm trying to stay out of the way. And basically just, my mother-in-law will sometimes comment, she'll be like, "You're just always in that head of yours, aren't you?" And I'm like, yeah, it's terrible. But I'm a thinker. And what I like to do is I like to let everyone get together, socialize, have their joy. I want to be off in the corner thinking. My pastime is thinking. That's my hobby. I like catastrophizing. I like future tripping. I like thinking about all my resentments, making a list of my enemies, just like whatever I need to do, things I should have said, things I plan on saying, working out pretend scenarios for if I ever run into these people. And
you're full of Christmas cheer. That's funny. Is Christmas a mass day? Do they go to mass?
Usually the day before, like midnight mass.
Yeah. Oh, you go at midnight?
No, but that's like a thing. Like people do that in New York.
Oh, they go at midnight though, or they call it midnight mass?
Yeah, there is a midnight mass, but we've gone on Christmas Eve, and it's night. Look, I I believe in Judeo-Christian values, so I think when a couple people get together to honor something bigger than themselves, if they do it in a nice way, and they believe that all people deserve respect and safety and love and to live a good life, then I'm down to clown with that.
Amen. Doesn't mean that. Oh, go.
No, you say, because I really want to hear what you're about to say.
I'm not saying what I was going to say.
Go say it, you
It doesn't mean churches don't creep me out.
True that. Should we listen to some speak pipes?
Oh, I would love to. And by the way, for everybody, I think, did we get a big flood of speak pipes recently or no?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely getting, okay, like in general, since we started speak pipes, we're on number 380.
Wow, that's a ton. And that means that 370 are terrible.
Well, no, we've 380 total. 200 of them were probably for your wife. So they're gone. You're deleted. We're never reading those. We did 4 while she was here, but maybe less. So maybe like 100. But yeah,
we put up an Instagram story last week, and it seemed to get a lot of swipe ups to leave a speak pipe. So if you'd like to leave a speak pipe, it's speakpipe.com/goodguys, and we'd love to hear from you, pending that what you're talking about is interesting.
Hi, Josh and Ben, loyal moron listener here. I just finished up my first semester of grad school, and over the last couple weeks of like having to make new friends again and introduce myself to brand new people and make first impressions and everything, it was just interesting for me to think how doing that now at 24 looks really different from how it did at 20 or 16 when I was meeting new people and how I like wanted to come across then. Like the values I lead with now and everything like that being different. And I just thought it would be fun to hear from you guys how you feel you've come across at different ages in your life, or how you've wanted to, or how you've presented yourself in certain ways over the years, and maybe how that's changed to now. I imagine Josh being like more family centered perhaps, or Ben, I mean, just being like such a big celebrity. I imagine that has like a big influence. So I just...
Thanks, Sammy.
Very deep. Would you like to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll just say I've been wanting to be this age my entire life. I realized, like, I was born a 35-year-old Jewish man with kids and a family and self-sufficient. So at every age, I just felt like I was projecting. I was posturing. Thankfully, like, my capital T truth about who I am is I figured I was always fairly like kind and nice, even when I was all fucked up on drugs and alcohol. Like Josh was still there, but there were a lot of masks and a lot of projection. And what I will say is, it's my favorite quotes are, Miles Davis always said that it takes a long time to play like yourself. And Thelonious Monk said the greatest artist is the one who is most like himself. So I would say I have found addition through subtraction, that it's been peeling away layers and not like adding a bunch of fancy fluff to myself, that I've found where I'm most comfortable.
Your quote game today is on fire.
Thanks, babe.
I just wanted to let you know. Just quote, 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 and they're all gunslingers.
Thanks.
I would say similarly that if you look at different parts of your life, most of, I guess, as she said, like 5-year intervals, most of my 5-year intervals were always looking forward. Like, what can I do better? How can I do more? And I will say that as a 31-year-old today, I am very, very, of course, I always strive, we all strive for greatness and more, but I am very content and very happy in the current state of my life, pending the loss of my dog. But life is good. And I think the question was just how have things changed? I think that when you do what you love and you end up reaching a point where you can look back and be proud, I think it's the perfect place, whatever age that is. And in terms of meeting new friends, I think meeting new friends is also a product of moving around so much. It sounds like was her name Shelby, or did I make that up totally?
Sammy.
Sammy. Sounds like Sammy goes away to school a lot. So she is moving around. I've had the good fortune of living in New York City my entire life. So all of my friends, for the most part, of course, you pick up some new ones along the way, but my friends are old, all of them. Like I rarely have new friends. And I do like it like that. I like adding people over the course of time, but I don't think that you need to find a new best friend every couple of years. Like, I think it's nice to keep the old ones. Of course, add new people, but don't feel pressure to make so many new friends. It's great to have one great friend. You don't need 50.
One great friend. OGF.
One great friend.
Livia.
Hey, morons. I need your opinion on some suspicious activity that's been going on in our backyard.
Wow.
So we live in a gated community in Florida.
Wow.
Whoa.
We have this huge
Republican.
backyard that backs up to a reserve. So thick forest, animals, etc. And we have a group of guys who do our lawn work. They come every week at the same time.
All right, lady, you're loaded.
And the last couple of times they've come to cut the grass, we noticed that the guy who does the actual cutting would, once he kind of finished towards the end, he would get off the lawnmower and walk into the wood/reserve, like far enough in where we could not see him. Mind you, there's nothing back there. Trees, alligators, etc. The first time I didn't pay any attention, I thought he was probably peeing. But then it started happening every time.
Oh, man.
And I watched the last time, and he was in the woods for over 10 minutes. Now, my mind has gone two places here, diarrhea being one of them, or some other conspiracy. So I would love to hear your thoughts. And what would you do? Would you investigate? Would you ignore? What would you do? Thanks, guys.
Is this an hourly job? I've never hired a lawnmower. Is it hourly, or it's the job's the job?
The job's the job.
Okay, so that takes away diarrhea. I don't think that the man's diarrheaing in the woods on the job. I think that's a terrible conspiracy. I thought peeing was something that came to mind for me. It's definitely strange. Unless, I don't know, like you said you're in Florida, so I doubt that you have like lovely running water and like a creek. But if you did, maybe he's just going to like meditate for 10 minutes. It's a nice part of his day. He really likes the woods. That's the good side of things, right? The bad side of things is that he's holding a cult meeting in your backyard, and there's like a witch's brew on tap, and they're doing something funky in the name of Saint Nick.
I think this guy likes to shit in nature. And I think he's having a moment. I think he's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to, I got the lawn boots, my dirty boots. I'm going to go into her house. I'm going to use her guest bathroom. I'm going to light it up. You know, I don't like using the bathroom in anyone's house. My biggest fear, and this has happened to me. Oh, by the way, if you take nothing away from this podcast, if you have to poo-poo at someone's house, do a cursory flush. Do a pre-flush. Make sure that toilet is in full working order. Because I'm telling you, there is nothing worse than when that toilet gets backed up and then you have to look someone bold-faced in the face and go, I don't know what happened. I was just peeing. And they go, no, you weren't.
Do you do that? Because I would tell no one. I came to your house. I'm just letting you know. If I came to your house, took a shit, and clogged your toilet, I would pretend that I was never even in there.
That's sick.
Me? I didn't even pee. Nope. I'm not telling you anything. That said, I also flush after. If I'm in your house, I take a shit, I flush. I use one piece of toilet paper, I flush. The second piece, I flush. I'm so with you. You have to, because clogging somebody else's toilet, oh, kill me. Just kill me.
Oh my God. Literally, and like, if someone was like, you can do 2 years in a maximum security jail or clog someone's toilet, I'd be like, send me to Otisville, babe.
Kill me.
Next one from Carrie.
Hi, Josh. Hi, Ben. I am currently a teacher, a middle school teacher.
Boo!
And I am thinking about leaving teaching to put my full efforts into
Porn.
painting. I'm an artist as well. These kids are out of control. These kids are not well. And painting is my true passion. But I'm incredibly nervous. I'm incredibly scared. I don't know what's going to happen. I want to know when there might have been a time that you took a leap of faith where you didn't know the outcome and how that felt and how it worked out for you. Love you guys. Thanks.
I'm just saying, if Speak Pipes were like Mad Libs and we replaced painting with porn, it would be a much funnier Speak Pipe.
Fair.
Leap of faith. First of all, God bless you for being a teacher, because we need great teachers. I'm sorry that the kids terrorized you, but that's technically what kids do. If you're a great painter, I'm happy that you're painting, because there's nothing I love more than a great painting. Literally, I was Googling yesterday, how can I get an oil painting of Theo? That's what I want. A grand oil painting, not a print, oil. Okay? Love it. So if you're a great painter, I'm happy that you're pursuing this. Leap of faith, if you're great at it, there's no problem. If you're a bad painter, please don't paint. Please don't quit your job to become a painter. But there should be no leap of faith involved. If you're a good painter, you paint. If you're a bad painter, don't paint. There's no need for the leap of faith. But again, please don't quit your job as a teacher if you're a shit painter, because then you have no money and you're a bad painter.
Maybe paint the kids. Maybe. To get back at them. Here's what I would say, Carrie, and you sound, from your voice, and I'm doing some forensics on your vocal tone, you sound late 20s, early 30s max. What I would say is fail big, babe. Fail big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, take a swing. Like, as long as you're not putting your or someone else's safety at risk, or, you know, and you're not going to be like completely and utterly destitute. Like, if you have the means to take a risk, do it, because you just want to fail big. Take swings, try it. Like, this way you'll never regret it. I mean, you have your teaching license. We always need teachers. We always need incredible people that are okay with getting completely underpaid. I mean, it's sadly the truth. And so, I mean, the teaching job is going to be there. So at the end of the day, like, go do it. Maybe we'll do, you know what? Here's the thing. Do a print of us, of the good guys. And if we like it, we'll put it on all our merch and give you no licensing fees. Deal?
She needs to be good at painting, Josh.
Yeah.
This question needs to be answered. I'm all for the leap of faith. Take any leap of faith you want, but make sure you're good at what you're leaping into. Is that fair?
Let's hear from Liz.
Hi, Josh and Ben. Big fan of both of you. Big fan of the pod. My name's Liz. I just have a question, or I guess advice. What to get my boyfriend for Christmas this year? I know you guys are Jewish kings, so I don't know if it's inappropriate to ask like a Christmas-related question, but I'm having trouble because he's somebody who will just buy whatever he wants when he wants it. So kind of hard to buy gifts for. But what's on your guys' wish list for gifts this year? Or do you have any ideas on good gifts to get for men?
Well, Liz, it's Christmas Day and you completely dropped the ball.
Yeah, if you're listening to this episode for advice on what to get him for Christmas, sorry.
It's too late.
It's too late and it's not happening. What should you get him? It's an impossible question to ask without knowing anything about him.
What do you
Does
like?
he love gymnastics?
Right.
Does he? Because if he does, get him a leotard and a subscription to the... Where's the best place for gymnastics? Where do gymnasts go just to pole vault?
They maybe Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Gift card to Dick's.
Listen, my son, I'm telling you, and I've said this before, we drive by Dick's all the time, and he goes, Dick's, I love Dick's.
Yeah, but I think, gift card to Dick's is good if he likes golf, like gift card to somewhere like your local golf store. It's an impossible question to ask us. Why did you put us in this position? Why'd you do it?
It's so impossible. I agree. I like, you know, it's funny, like my wonderful stepmother, My wonderful mother-in-law will, she's one of those people who loves giving a gift and like really making it thoughtful. And I'm like, listen, it's not going to work on me. I'm a gift card guy. You know what I'm saying? GCG for life. Get me a gift card. Give me the power of choice. Mm-hmm. And I always say, get me Apple gift cards because I will stockpile them. And in 2 or 3 years from now, when I needed a new laptop, whoops, there we go. $1,000 off my new laptop. I'm playing the long game, Ben. And so what?
It's pretty insane. I was just thinking that anybody would ever buy somebody a gift card specifically to a place when the American Express gift card exists.
I disagree. I've gotten these. If you're going to give me a cash gift card, give me the cash. Stop it.
Fine. Fair.
Because I've had issues with these gift cards. I'm having a thing with gift card granny right now. I don't want to talk about it. But they owe me $300 gift card. They're making this shit impossible. Give me my money, gift card granny. What's going on here?
What the hell is gift card granny?
That's probably a Ponzi scheme. I don't
Definitely.
know.
What is that?
It's this thing. Someone gave me a $300 Visa gift card. I forgot about it for a year. I realized, it's $300. Thank God I have that scratch in the bank, but I don't want to just let it go to waste.
No.
I call them. They send me the gift card. I activate it. It don't work anywhere. I try at Target. I try at the gas station. They look at me like I'm some kind of louse. Who the fuck are you? Why isn't this card working? I'm like, sir, I swear I have money in my account.
Who got you a gift card from Gift Card Granny?
An old representative of mine who no longer works for me.
They hate you. That's not
Clearly.
real. It's crazy.
Clearly.
Yeah, the Gift Card Granny bank is empty. It's done. That was a scheme. Total scheme.
I wanted to do a longer pod today because this is coming out on the holiday, and I feel like as a lover of podcasts, when you're with your family, you don't have a lot to do over the holidays. Also, a lot of big podcasts take the holidays off. Listen, your 2 favorite Jews, we don't stop this train. Not
Team
never.
No Sleep.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. We have ads on that week. You get a podcast that week. Okay.
It's for you, though. Don't worry. It's for you.
It's for you, and it's for Caraway pots and pans.
Yeah.
Only at Caraway can you get a skillet. You can get no, I don't know if it, only because of Element, our electrolyte partner. But I wanted to do a long one. But I think we're at that time. So I'll give you my what are you nuts really quick, which is totally random. But I was on a plane the other day, and 2 55-year-old men get on the plane in, you guessed it, matching overalls. And all I could think of, what's it look like if these guys got to sit on the toilet? They got to, okay, look, they're unhooking like big babies, right? Then they have to wrestle this fucking romper down to their ankles, right? Then they got to, they're probably going commando because they're freaks. And what are you, nuts? Adults who wear overalls?
Honestly,
nuts.
What are you nuts to overalls in general? Nuts. Crazy. It's like the least functional. You're wearing full denim, first of all. What? I'm going to buy you a denim t-shirt. You want a denim t-shirt? Of course not. Of course not. Denim belongs on the legs. That's it.
It's crazy.
And honestly, while we're talking about denim for 1 second, it barely belongs on the legs. Incredibly not breathable. Whoever discovered denim, definitely a Jew. Merry Christmas. Whoever popularized denim, probably Ralph Lauren, formerly Ralph Liveshits. Whoever popularized denim had a surplus of denim, and they're like, let's trick the people into thinking that this stuff is breathable. It's claustrophobic. And all of a sudden, you're going to drape it across your chest? What are you, nuts? Couldn't agree more.
Total what are you, nuts? We love you. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Rate,
Christmas.
review, like, subscribe, do all the things. Give us 5 stars. Otherwise, what are you, nuts?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Ben?
No, have a very, very Merry Christmas.
Oh, wait. Before we end the podcast, it is Christmas, and we wanted to give you guys a present. So, Ben, go for it.
Next year, 2 episodes a week, baby. Get that ad money. Woo!
Woo!
We're making double the scratch.
Let's go. Marshall's going to have double the work.
Wait. Wait. On Mondays and Thursdays. Woo!
Yay!